I passionately believe that education is a way of obtaining freedom for people, and even more so in the digital age, that there's a pervasive access to knowledge, and that really it's reconceptualising what learning is all about. It's now not what you know, but it's about how you can learn. And the potential of participatory types of learning is the start of a new paradigm of education. And it has the potential to transform old models of university education. One of the movements that I've been working with over the last few years has been open education resources. Some of these, for example, are the Open Education Resources Commons, or MIT OpenCourseWare, or Jorum in the UK. One such project in Ireland was the National Digital Learning Resources Project, which was advocated by groups of academics in Ireland who came together and designed and developed learning resources for specific learning needs for the Irish context. And all of these resources are freely available online on ndlr.ie. So learners can go and use those as learning resources, or teachers can incorporate those into their learners. More recently moved on to massive open online courses. These are commonly called MOOCs, and basically these are web courses that can be taken online by anybody across and anywhere across the world. Common ones are Coursera, Udacity, edX. They're completely open, anybody can enrol and join in. And importantly, what they do is open up spaces where important discussions about online learning can take place. I've taken part in a MOOC, and one of those was in Edinburgh University, facilitated through the Coursera environment. And this is a fantastic way of discussing something that I was really interested in, which was about digital cultures. So I discussed digital cultures, interacted with other people online about that, about cyber cultures and the practices as teachers and learners that are informed by digital practices. So thinking of what Paulo Freire said, that political and educational activist from Brazil, he spoke about education as the practice of freedom, and technology really opens that up. I really think that education and open courseware, essentially, open learning resources and open courses through MOOCs are the solution to that problem. Also then, this whole participation that learners can now take part in are supported by social technologies. We now can take part in learning through social media such as Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter has even been ranked as a #1 learning tool by Jane Hart from the Centre for Learning and Performance Technologies. It allows participation, collaboration and engagement online of massive groups of learners. You might have heard of the Horizon Report. Each year the Horizon Report talks about the new and upcoming technologies being released. At the moment and on the horizon in the next year or so, that tablet computing is going to become pervasive. Anything through a mobile phone, the iPad, other types of tablet computers are being used by people to access information, access knowledge and support learning. So what's the future? Well, we need to prepare our learners for a future that we cannot clearly describe yet. We know that technology opens up new ways of informal learning, opens up the personal learning things, so that learning is not just about being in an informal environment, but becomes a lifelong learning task, and that people have access to that. Learning is about connections, and through technology we can make those social connections and learn with each other for the rest of our lives.